What's invoking, guys? Today we have a comeback deck profile. The channel started with this man, so the channel will be revived with this man. And today he's bringing another Synchro deck, and he's gonna tell us about it.
Yeah, so I played Synchron today. I went X1. Yeah, worked out pretty good. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. So first off,
Wait, hold on. What kind of? Sorry, Synchro deck? Synchron, right?
Synchron, yeah.
Like Stardust. We're talking Stardust.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Go start, buddy.
So yeah, just to start off, yeah, obviously 3 copies of Junk Synchron, mandatory 3 of. If you know anything about the deck, you know about this card. For the rest of our Synchron lineup, we're playing 2 Cyber Synchron. I'm thinking about bumping this up to 3 because he can pair with a lot of the level 2s to make your speeder just the same as Junk Synchron can. We're playing 2 Stardust Synchron. For those of you who don't know what he does, he kind of replaced Jet Synchron. Tribute a monster, you can revive him, and then you'll search a Stardust spell or trap. It's very useful, and it can also help you get around stuff like Nibiru. 1 of Drill Synchron. I'm mostly just playing this to be a level 3 target for XL Synchron, but I think this is what I'm going to cut for the 3rd Cyber Synchron. And then to round out the Synchron tuners, I'm playing 1 Floor. I don't really like Satellite. I find it doesn't come up as much as I'd like, whereas Floor helps to play around stuff in the very early game. And yeah, I'm just playing a level 2 for the combo. So for our level 2s, we're playing 3 Carrier.
Non-tuner?
Yeah, this is our non-tuners, yeah. So 3 Carrier, he's an additional normal summon, he gets a token. The token doesn't really come up much, unless you really get into like things go really bad. But again, yeah, the additional normal summon is just great. And the other thing is he can be searched off of Junk Converter. Probably the best level 2 in the deck. He searches, he dumps himself to set up the Junk Synchron. If you're bricking on your tuners, he'll unbrick the hand. He's incredible. I'm also playing 3 Galago Clawcrow. I'm trying to max out as much as I can on the level 2s, just to bump up the consistency as much as I can of this deck. But essentially, Galago Clawcrow, if you're a Dark Monster, he's a free summon. Pair with Junk Synchron, pair with Cyber Synchron, and Cyber Synchron turns him into a 4 to make your speeder. And the last level 2 I'm playing is 2 copies of Doppel. He used to be really good at 3, but I'm finding now that the deck is a lot more streamlined, and also he's searchable off of Brotar. So honestly, I think I'm going to cut him at 1, and then I'm going to probably play 3 Gust the Backblast, the Blackwing level 2, just to help with consistency. Because I find with the deck, getting tuners is no problem. It's your non-tuners to get with them, because they're not searchable. So yeah, that rounds out the level 2 non-tuners. The rest of the monsters we're playing is just our 1-ofs. 1 of Brotar, searches your Doppel, and you're going to summon him off of Converging Wishes. For those of you who don't know what this does, you get stacked by one of your spell cards, and then the same spell lets you draw him. He triggers, he summons himself and Brotar, and he counts as Majestic Dragon to make your level 11 Synchro that I'll get into later. And then the last one we're playing is Trail. We're playing this, and then 2 of the spell that can dump her into the grave. Again, she's just to help play around stuff like Nibiru, if you get impermed on the speeder, stuff like that.
Trail can play around Nibiru?
Yeah, so usually what'll hit you on Nibiru is when you go speeder, summon 4 tuners, and then you're going to immediately activate Stardust Synchron. They have to chain Nibiru after Stardust Synchron. So what you can do is they're going to drop the Nibiru, then chain link 1, you're going to resolve the Stardust Synchron. You can search Illuminate, dump the Trail, tribute the token, revive Stardust Synchron, and then Trail will revive, and then you can just keep going with Synchro plays. So yeah, that rounds out the monsters for the deck. For spells, 3 of Tuning. Obviously, it searches your Synchron tuners, dumps a card. There's actually been a couple times where I've opened this, and just off this one card, like I've searched the junk Synchron, dumped the 2, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, I've seen a game you resolved this 3 times.
Yeah, that's the other thing, not once per turn.
Yeah.
Then I'm playing 3 Overtake. New card. This card is honestly like better tuning. So essentially, reveal a Synchro monster from the extra deck, and then one of the materials specifically on it, either add it to your hand or special summon from grave or deck. So extremely versatile, helps you play through stuff like interruptions. In fact, a lot of the times you can open this and like say a crow, and you can make your full combo with no normal summon. So yeah, spectacular card. 3 Living Fossil. Oh, sorry, just one more thing about the Overtake. If you have Stardust Dragon in the grave, you can reveal, say, Shooting Star and actually revive it.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, just interesting thing. 3 Living Fossil. Part of the combo is you search this off Power Tool. It's just a good extender. It's searchable, but yeah, we have to play 3 just for Power Tool. If not, I don't know. I'd probably play it 2, but who knows. Then for 1 of spells, 1 Rhoda searches most of the monsters in the deck. 1 Reborn. Just
Extend.
yeah, it's good. 1 Foolish Burial sets up Junk Synchron, dumps Trail, so much good stuff. 1 for 1, again, discards your level 2 to set up Junk Synchron. You can bring out your Cyber Synchron, which again can act like your Junk Synchron if you're in a pinch. And then we're playing, for our Stardust spells, we're playing 1 Arrive in Light. This is what you're normally searching off Cyber Synchron. So essentially, on activation, you stack the Converging Wills Dragon, and then as soon as you Synchro Summon, you hit the draw, and then that'll trigger it. But also, if you Synchro Summon, you can activate the other effect, which is Special Summon a free tuner from hand. So again, it's just an extender that's nice.
It's a 1-up because you can search it with the Stardust
Yep.
Synchron.
Yeah, and you don't really want to open it, but if you open it, it doesn't really matter. It just means you're going to search Illumination. Illumination, I was kind of iffy on this card before, but if you're going to play Trail, you pretty much have to play it. Essentially, the function of this is to, dump your Trail into the grave. What it can also do is it also do a level modulation for any of your Stardusts. So if you're ever falling short to make your 11, you can like bump something up a level or whatnot. And the really crazy thing is, if you've already got a Stardust or a Synchro that says Stardust on it, you get special instead of dump, which can be amazing in the mid to late game. And then, so that's it for spells. And then for traps, we're playing 3 Judgment, 1 Imperial Order. This is a going first deck. It's a combo deck. It's susceptible to Dark Ruler, droplets, these sort of things. Essentially, you want to protect yourself. That's why I'm playing this. And generally, you're going to draw a couple. I'm playing Hyper Librarian. You can draw a couple cards off Hyper Librarian. Usually, you're going to hit at least one of these. But that's it for the main deck. Moving on to extra. We're playing 1 Cosmic Blazar. For those who don't know what he does, he will literally negate anything in the game, banishes himself till end phase for cost. It's a no to any action. It's just good.
And what's the materials for it?
So it's the same materials as Quasar, so it requires a Synchro Tuner plus 2 other Synchros.
Right.
Which, tricky for a lot of decks, but again, this deck was made to make him, so. Our new boss monster, Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. He's the main goal of the deck, is to make him any other monster.
Similar to Blizzard, it also banishes itself to negate.
Yeah, so he's so many different effects. First effect, on your turn, target a card, just negate it. Again, you need to turn off a field spell, you need to turn off a floodgate. 1 problematic monster you have to bait. It's just really good. Second effect, he gains multiple attacks, so if you say make him with Shooting Star and Stardust, he's going to have 3 attacks per turn, so easily making up the sort of damage that Quasar would do. Excellent card. We're playing Shooting Star. Mostly he's just a target for Overtake to revive Stardust, but a lot of the times it's nice because you can go the Converging Wills plus him to make Shooting Majestic. We're playing 1 Crystal Wing. It's one of the negates you go into. He's usually what I use for material for shooting Majestic because it just requires a Dragon Synchro. Yeah. One of Stardust. You kind of need him just as a combo piece. Power Tool. Power Tool searches your living fossil. Other than that, that's pretty much his only function. Dawn Dragster. You're playing various just generic synchros that are negates, because a lot of times you may draw extra extenders, you may get interrupted, and you just need, different negates to go into. So yeah, Dragster is nice. Coral Dragon, it's a pop if you run into a problem. Other than that, he's a draw, and he can help sort of, fix bad hands.
Also a tuner.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he's a synchro tuner. So yeah, a lot of times like, I can go like XL plus a 1, summon this. Just make a dragster if you got an extra 1. For 5s, we're playing 1 Hyper Librarian, just draw power, Junk Warrior. Never going to him. He's just a target to get Junk Synchron off of Overtake. Speeder, probably the best card in the extra deck. He's the whole reason the deck works. For those of you who don't know, on Synchro Summon, he summons as many tuners as possible with different levels from your deck. Synchron tuners. Doesn't even negate their effects. He's just extremely good. But it also tends to be the primary target, so a lot of times, if you can, you want to chain block him, protect him in any way. Garden Rose. Good 5. It'll revive any of your big Synchro Dragons, which is really nice. It searches Black Garden, which can be a nice extender, but currently I'm not playing it. I just find it tends to be, it just doesn't really come up. 1XL Synchron helps you go into the Blazar. Again, it can sort of, if you have just a bunch of hodgepodge extenders, you can sort of help to tie things together.
It's also foolish.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I can Foolish Stardust Synchron. If you need to put a Cyber Synchron to protect something.
Jet Synchron.
Oh, I wish. 1 Arclight. Just very good.
Well, usually you try to get into Arclight first for the first negate, right?
Yeah, if I can. If I say open like Cyber Synchron or Floor Synchron plus a extra level 2. I'll make him before Speeder just to protect. And then last is Shaman, another crazy card. So Shaman on summon will revive as many non-tuner level 2s as possible from grave. And won't even negate their effects. So you can say revive Doppel, you can revive Junk Converters. Yeah, he's spectacular. That just about does it for the extra deck.
So is that 40 cards main?
42 main. Yeah.
Fair. Anything you would like to change in the future?
Other than what I mentioned, not really.
Alright.
For side, I mean, honestly, for this side deck, you're mostly just focusing on being able to break boards going second, so you can actually play.
Yeah, and it's also up to your locals in some way.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely tailored to what you think you're going to be going up against. But 2 Nibiru, 2 Gamma Seal, 2 Lancia, 2 Droll, and then 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Dark Ruler, 1 Duster. The main reason I'm playing 3 ofs for the spells is just because I find if you can break your opponent's board, and then just go off, you pretty much win the game. Most people, in fact, if they have no interruptions for Speeder, will usually just scoop up. So, yeah, that just about wraps it up.
All right. Well, any special shout-outs? Anything you'd like to change in the future? Maybe anything?
Shout out to Team Invoker, definitely.
Lots of booking.
Yeah.
Hope you-
They helped me test this deck and sort of helped a bit with building. So I'm definitely grateful for that. But yeah, that's about it.
Any additional cards you'd like to add? Let's say you got a better budget.
Droplets might be nice for the side. I was thinking about at one point Prosperity, but unfortunately the extra deck is so tight in this deck that
You need almost all of them.
yeah, turn for the extra deck. I was thinking maybe throwing in QB or the new Wolf Ray, because again, those can like take games on their own.
Right, because Wolf Ray is also a quick effect.
Yeah, yeah, he's almost like a Nibiru quick effect. It's amazing. But yeah,
Yep.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank
Mr.
you, Mr.
Synchro. We're gonna call him Mr. Synchro.
We'll call him
for
Mr.
purposes.
Synchro. Yes.
And Speedroid deck profile Alex.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's it. Keep
Okay.
invoking.
Keep invoking. Keep
Or
invoking.
Stay invoking. Well,
Stay invoking.
Yes, stay invoking.
Stay invoking.
Bye.
Bye.